said the other night on the presser, I think North Ballarat are a real quality side this year, and they've got some really good recruits with Glover coming back. You got Barras who defends, and you got Jamie Quick who didn't play last year, so he's basically another new recruit for him, and he's a gun up forward. But look, I'm sort of leaning towards North Ballarat today. I think Bacchus Marsh dodged a bullet last week. They were very lucky to win the game over at Melton. But looking forward to a cracking game, Todd.
Well, Clint Proctor now in his second year with North Ballarat. He's 0-2 against the Cobras, but the Cobras today will have to go in with the favourites tag, and how they cope with that will be interesting, with spirited wins against East Point in their standalone Good Friday fixture against East Point. And, of course, Melton at McPherson Pass last week. Never easy to go to Mackie Park and come away with the points.
Yeah, like you're out there, and it's like you're out in the wilderness there, Todd. There's just no atmosphere whatsoever. But, if you can win over at Mackie Park, you're doing a pretty good job.
Guys, we'll take a quick break before we're back with the result of the opening toss, and more importantly, the opening ball-up of this all-important round 2 fixture between Bacchus Marsh and North Ballarat.
75 from goal, will play on. Look to go towards Biggie Newen. And he'll get Biggie Newen! Well called, thanks to One Life Insurance. Come on, boys! Get it!
That in danger. Stevens broke the tackle of Joel Cadman and sent them all into a tackle, a one-on-one. Scanlon, Cousins, bouncy ball is enough. Some separation, Sunbury.
She'll be the recipient of the free kick. Probably should have been called out of bounds because he came in and stepped out, but the umpire called play on. Oh! Back from Granger Barras. What a mark!
Yeah, straight away by Joyce. Got moved to the ball, right to the line. Off there goes Brown, that's soccer skills. The opening goal of the game will go the way of the Kangas, and it'll go away their sharpshooter, Jacob Brown.
VM Polsky grabbed it out of the ruck. Somehow got boot to ball. Bewley ran away, went long and forward in the Johnson direction. Got it! Back for Sunbury, if he can restore the lead and kick this all-important goal. Time on, Johnson, goal! Darling in front! Oh, please, can you believe it? need to get used to saying, given the abolition of the bounce. North Ballarat captain Elliot Lamb won the toss and will kick to the high school end or left of screen. Really looking forward to this tussle. North Ballarat proven spine, but they've still got to get it done with the first use, albeit a round stoppage, given the dominance of Gertz in the opening couple of weeks and, more accurately, Fridge, the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, you're right there, Todd, and it's going to be extremely important who gets first use of out of the stoppages today. And look, I think the midfielders of both sides are both equal, except for obviously the ruck contest. But it very evenly matched both these sides.
Quick tip from you in other games: Redan v Sunbury, Ballarat v Sabas,
Ballarat,
Lakers v Melton,
Melton,
and East Point v Darley.
Yeah, Darley.
Winners in earlier games: Bacchus Marsh defeated North Ballarat by 5 goals in the under 18 and a halves, and an upset, albeit not just with the result, but the margin. North Ballarat winning by 10 goals. So that'll cool a couple of heads for the Cobras moving forward ahead of their Anzac Day clash next week against the Devils, which of course will be the stream game live from 2 p.m. next weekend. Can't wait for that, but plenty to play out. Can the Cobras go 3-0 into the big clash across the road next week? It's the siren sounds to get played away in this opening term. North Ballarat to kick to the left of screen. Russell won the first tap out. That'll be a nice confidence boot for the youngster. Hot footy early. Parente on the back of a best on ground performance in round 1, which was essentially game 2 for the Cobras. Taking the ground for a stoppage. Now Gertz won that tap. Gates endeavoured to gather. Good pressure from Lamb. The Cobras will have to answer the call, because North Ballarat, noted by Ash Baker, the coach of Ballarat, is a very good contested team, Fridge.
Yeah, put their heads over the footy all the time, Todd, North Ballarat.
We'll endeavour to keep you updated with scores around the BFNL. 4 games in Ballarat this afternoon. Let's hope they're enjoying the sunny climate that we are here on a picture-perfect Mattingly Park. It's a scrappy start, but Shea got the hand pass to the advantage. Leonard forced to release the footy. Dribbling ball, comes broadcast side. Gathered there by Shea again. Carey kept running, went with the left-hand hand pass, got it to Leonard. Left foot kick inside 50. Good Players hit. Set themselves. Barras taking a nice grab and a good start for North Ballarat. And a deliberate shot on goal coming from about 35 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Terrific running from Isaac Carey. He's had a stint at VFL pre-season. You can notice the difference with the boys that have had a pre-season at VFL level, Todd.
Yeah, met Isaac Carey last year post the North Ballarat game. The Bacchus Marsh game. Might have met him with you, Fridge. There's the kick around the body from Granger Barras. Well, it was a perfect start with their ball movement, North Ballarat. That attempt on goal just let them down, but they've got the opening score of the game. And Parente marks the kick in, plays on, and went by hand to Griffiths, who runs his measure onto that left boot. It's a high kick just down the line. Predictable one at that. Glover had his eyes for the ball, interfered with, and he'll get the deserved free kick. Craig didn't have many options there. Glover goes back with the left boot. And a couple of the big names combined. Morris, but his first kick went about 65 metres, if you don't mind. But it was Griffiths again. Of course, no Billy Griffiths today. Went by hand of Freeman, who lowered the eyes, and the kick was good. And found Craig on half-back, who went lateral. Now, this kick needs to be good, and it was. And it found Parente on half-back. They look to change the angles, the Cobras, the new-look Cobras. I like it. Freeman pushed and got it back and got another link in the chain and went by hand of Parente, who started well. The gather from Owen was good. Went inside to Huxtable. Managed to get boot to ball from the pressure of Carey, but it's been cut off there by Morris, who'll look to switch play to the outer side. No doubt our favourite building here at Mattingly Park. The Rotunda will get a workout. Good pressure from Nixon. Kick into the middle of the ground. They combine by hand here. Lamb. Hand. Good. Right foot kick out in the Shea direction. Needs a favourable bounce here. Does Wilbur. And it's a soft free kick, but it was there nonetheless. He lowered the eyes and went forward, and the kick was good. Good work there from North Ballarat in transition. And a shot on goal coming up here for the X-Factor forward in Jamie Quick.
Yeah, Todd, look, North Ballarat starting very quickly. Fast footy for them.
I'm curious if he does manage to thread this, who Dennis Armfield has got matched up on Jamie Quick. Not sure how familiar Dennis is with the X Factor. Tell us of Quick.
Very good player. Very good player.
So let's see how he goes with his conversion here. It's been an encouraging start from North Ballarat. And Quick has got the first major of the afternoon. And he's certainly one of those forwards that you don't want confidence up early because he can prove a nightmare against.
Well, he's got a bit of X factor about him, Todd. He's a very good player and missed all last season, most of last season. But he's got a bit of class about him. And if he can get on the lead like that, he's a very good finisher. Encouraging
ball movement from both sides while there was a turnover in Bacchus Marsh's forward line. I like the way they went coast to coast. While it wasn't successful on that occasion, North Ballarat were able to rebound. And Shay's had an integral part in the opening few minutes on the broadcast wing. So North Ballarat 7 lead, Bacchus Marsh no score at the restart. It'll be Gertz who won that tap to Shay. It's a familiar combination. Loose ball opportunity. Knocking it forward was Parente. He's been industrious early. True centre-half forward position here for the Cobras. Craig's bailed up. We'll get a ball up. So Quick with the opening goal of the game. Barras with a shot on goal, so two encouraging sides forward for North Ballarat. Morris, he's had a couple of long territory gains by foot, so some big guns combining. Now, Russell's kick was smothered there by Gertz. Opportunity for Scarter Markley with a hurry kick, hopeful. Hilton on the back of 3 goals from last week. Got it over to Craig, off balance.
Missed everything.
And he's missed everything, including the goal umpire, who was actually on the, he's adjacent to the point post. So a rebound opportunity for North Ballarat, who survive a foray from the Cobras. So Glover with that trusty left boot. Went through the hands of Penny. McKercher. Now he's a player that can McKercher if he gets off the chain. He went inboard to Gates. He went to Penny. It's a hot footy inside. And a couple of the Cobras down. We'll keep an eye on that. Gates and Penny look sore. But North Ballarat are away the Roosters. Quick needs to be just so, and he wasn't. Pinged by Canning.
Had prior option there, Todd. Could have given it across.
And the speedy addition to the Cobras lineup in 2026 went backwards to Finlay to the outer side towards centre wing. Nixon with ball in hand. So he's weighing up the options. And he'll eye up Owen, who presented. Took a nice one grab mark. Star player. Played on. Fed it by hand to Finlay. Shallow entry inside 50. Huxtable, little nudge, got away with it. Umpire called play on. North Ballarat got the numbers and a link up through Morris. The short kick to the outside is fine and found Lewis. You can just chip it over the top and found Lamb.
Good running, Carey.
Running to Carey, who had loader on the outside but went with the forward option. Quick turned his back on the footy. Bouncing ball. Hot footy. Stoppage, 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
Good running by Isaac Carey there from half-back, Todd.
6.5 minutes gone opening term. North Ballarat with the only goal of the game. Finlay went boundary side. The speedy Palmer was tackled, taken to the ground. We get a ball up just inside the boundary line.
Interesting matchup. Glover, Freeman, and...
the two number 10s, French.
Yeah, Curran on Owen.
Loose ball opportunity for Shay, who does that so well.
It's a big boy, Curran,
he just
40.
Embraces connection, Shay, and just uses that momentum to go to ground and was rewarded with the free kick. We saw 7 of those rewarded to the 300-game veteran against East Point on Good Friday. And the man you speak of, Curran. High right foot kick, just backing in the aerial presence of North Ballarat. It flies out the back. Chance for Lockett. Wanted a hold. Denied by the umpire. Through traffic went Milburn. Fed it by hand to Shea. They could raffle it here, the Cobras, but then Vesti just gets a high up and under kick to the direction of Nixon. Third time, unlucky. Not paid the mark. Good call by the umpire. They're not out of trouble yet. Shea forced to release the ball. Nixon again missed the target. Found the boundary line instead. We'll get a throw in 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
Geez, North Ballarat's pressure when they haven't got the footy is right up in Bacchus Marsh's space, Todd.
Yep, frontal pressure. Good from the Roosters. Living up to their namesake in the warm-up, jogging around the centre square here, just making the noises of a rooster. Not dissimilar to the zoo, French. Yes, indeed. Oh, scare a small child. Gertz fed it by hand. Clearing kick was hopeful rather than anything else. Didn't get the Cobras out of trouble as Lamb combines. By hand. Gets to the outside. Penny's under the pump.
Prior.
And I speak of Dominic Penny, and the free kick will go to the Cobras, who waste no time to Nixon, who's been on one side and another in the opening minutes. Right foot kick. Owen again the target. Had to get it on the bounce. Got a favourable one on the firm deck, and the vision was good and found Freeman just inside the boundary line, right on 50. Interesting to see what option he takes here, Freeman. And he'll look to go short to Owen, who proceeded on the lead. There's a well-weighted kick. Didn't give Carey any chance. And Owen will go back and have an opportunity to convert. Bacchus Marsh's first score of the afternoon. Tick over 9 minutes gone.
Two brother-in-laws combining there, Todd. Good to see.
Yes, bit of family love. Staying on the Christmas card list, as I like to use from week to week, given the, it's an overwhelming number of relatives playing together from week to week. But it'll be Owen. He'll walk away from us here. Deliberate approach. Bending. Oh, just to the right-hand side of the goalpost and through for a minor score. So Owen a miss at one end, Barras at the other with set shots. Quick with the only major.
Right to left in that pocket there, Todd.
So the booming kick of Josh Morris will bring the ball back into play. Lowers the vision. Kick meant for Quinlan. Cut off by McKercher. Wastes no time. 2-on-1 the Cobras. Went through the hands of Owen. Ground ball opportunity.
Good smother.
Yeah, the kick of Locke was smothered, and they'll work it out here. Kick with the outside of the right boot. Went towards half-back. Penny pushed forward, did well, released the ball by hand. Good frontal pressure shown there by Quinlan. Got it to McGuigan. He's got Lockett on the outside, but he went to Quick, who's got Barras deep, one-on-one. Back to Lockett. Left foot kick into the pocket. It was a beauty.
Nice kick.
And Barras played on and ran away and took him out. Open goal, kept it low, and got the job done. Great awareness from Granger Barras. Just caught the Cobras defence napping and was able to run away and get the finish done.
Started here on this half-back flank here, Todd, for North Ballarat. Had three or four numbers, and Parente, ball was smothered, ball came out, and transitioned to a goal, and good play.
Yeah, good competitive ground ball team, North Ballarat. They have been for a number of years. It was a prominent feature under Brandon McCartney, and Cled Proctor's continuing to maintain the rage, albeit with the loose ball for North Ballarat. They get their second and some separation, albeit a 12-point lead here on the road to Mattingley Park. Ball up. It'll be the youngster, Jolly, and Gertz. Gertz won the tap to Locke, who went forward in the Owen direction. Second grab, all class, and a response on the cards here for the Cobras.
Yeah, good hit up on that, Todd. Nice clearance from the centre.
Direct footy.
Yep, straight.
I like the new look Cobras. They seemingly have made the ground a lot smaller for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, with playing the corridor.
Straight down the spine. Quickest way home.
So Owen, who's already had one shot on goal for a behind. So we'll see what he's learnt from that opening shot on goal just minutes ago. Can he get the Cobras' response thereafter? Gives little work for the goal umpire to do. And a goal for the Cobras. That's the response they wanted. They're back within 6. Owen's on the board here. Granger, Barras and Quick with the goals for North Ballarat. We've got a 6-point ball game and an entertaining start, Fridge.
Yeah, both sides. Ballarat using the ball and very fast movement by North Ballarat. And, the Cobras, just that nice centre clearance and straight down the middle and hitting up Owen. Like I said, North Ballarat come to play and, they won't give an inch in this game.
Back at the restart. Beautiful blue skies here in mid-late April on Mattingley Park. Gertz again went to shame on a cop one over the shoulder. Umpire called play on. Parente again, fed it by hand to Gertz, who's not a bad kick for a ruckman. Kick didn't let him down, or me. Found Canning. Well, Milburn, grubbery ball, made it difficult for Locke. They'll turn it over here, the Cobras. And some transition will commence for North Ballarat as Shea, who's a likely tight, has purchased with a 45 backwards, but he'll elect to go along the line, and the kick was okay. Mark's been taken there by Lamb, who's done a lot right since winning the toss, Fridge.
Yeah, he is. No, captain of the side, so leading by example, Todd.
Now they elect to go backwards to Carey.
Glover.
And now Glover, who lowered the eyes. It was well read off the boot by Craig. He's a speedster. He can take another bounce. Elected to put it to the top of the goal square. Wants a favourable bounce, but Glover covered the ground and knocked it through for a rush behind. Let off for the Roosters, Fridge.
I know he was trying to do the right thing there, but when within range there, you should be having a ping, Todd.
Oh, nervous exit from Glover. They'll do the mopping up, though, the Roosters, and they'll get away through Bowman. They got it towards Arts, who went short, and the kick was okay. So it'll be McGuigan. He'll go short in the direction of Lockett. He got it knocked away from him by Vesti. And we'll get a boundary thrown on half forward, out of side for the Cobras.
Been impressed with Vesti's past two outings, Todd. A recruit from Hoppers Crossing, and he's featured in their best on both occasions.
It's a throw in. Ground ball, Parente, quick hands to Shea. His hand pass under pressure was ineffective in the end, and we'll get a stoppage. Attacking side of centre wing, out of side of the ground here. And you look into the background, what a beautiful day for tennis, and not a tennis ball in sight. No. Ball up. No. Tap one by Jolly. Good pressure from Parente. Hurried kick there from Lamb was solid. Oh. Loose ball. They'll combine here, the Cobras. Good pressure at the back, shown there by Lewis. Oh, and a dump tackle to the umpire.
Advantage.
So Gates will get on the end of an advantage. And he kicked under pressure, missed the target intended for Hilton. Hand pass in there, board from Purchase, who got it to Glover, who found Carey. He'll steady the ship.
What's
and
happened
give
here?
It to Leonard.
Must be interference.
Yeah, or a retaliation of
off
sorts.
Off the ball.
Yeah. So a territory gain for North Ballarat. And Harvey Lewis in the news will go short to Shea, and the kick was good. And found McGuigan, who's a likely type, who had a pot shot at the goals. Missed everything off to the left, out of bounds on the full.
Take your time, son.
Ballarat 2 goals. Trail Sebastopol 2-3-15. Melton lead the Lakers 4 goals to 1. Each Point 2 behinds. Trail Darley 8. So it'll be Vesti up his line. Goes with the right boot. Glover presented. Man in front, said the umpire, will be paid the mark in McGuigan, who plays on. Bereft of option. Went by hand. To Palmer. He gave it back, and then, well, copy-paste. Another out of bounds on the full for the Roosters, adjacent to the behind post.
Had a couple of opportunities that they've gone begging there, Todd.
Short kick, nervous one at that. Told to play on, said the umpire. Didn't go the required, but Parente didn't let the Cobras down by foot, and the kick was okay. So they'll measure the kick to half back. It was well read off the boot. Too much weight on the kick. It was taken there by Arts. Outside 50, waste no time, goes deep, forward, quick, interfered with, free kick, right call. And the shot on goal for Quick, not dissimilar to the earlier shot he had where he was able to thread it straight through the middle. So an opportunity for Quick second, and North Ballarat's third, and some separation near time on in this opening term.
Bad mistake in that back pocket. Rye Penny was on his own in the middle, and they elected not to go over his head, Todd.
So it'll be Jamie Quick through the shadows. Jeez, we wish we had some shadows of our own over us at the moment. The sun streaming down on Mattingly Park. Quick, shot on goal is off to the right. So let off for the Cobras. North Ballarat second of the afternoon. They lead by an even goal. It's 2-2 to 1-2. Near 18 minutes gone opening term.
That's seven shots on goal and 2 out on the full, Todd. So wasted opportunities.
So Penny, under pressure, forced to release the ball by hand. Finlay did a bit of a U-turn around McGuigan. Short kick meant for Huxtable. McKercher caught one high. Well, was either high or holding the ball because he made no effort to get rid of it.
No.
So if he did cop one in the chops, it should have been too high.
He's actually got his hand over his chops, so I think he did get one high. He's missed one there, the umpy.
Ball up. Loose ball. Gertz taken to the ground by Russell and Arts. And we'll get a ball up on half forward out of side.
Gee, she's a tall forward line here. The Cobras, Terrell, Owen and Freeman.
Loose ball, sharked there by Craig. Got it towards half forward. Good use of the body by Morris on Freeman. Some good pressure from the Cobras. And too high, said the umpire.
Missed the one with McKercher, but found that one.
Yeah, a bit stiff. That'll be Morris, who's a thumping kick. He can get the ball to half back to half forward if he likes. But he elected to go to the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick. It was cut off there by Freeman. He can get the ball rolling here. And went wide to Owen. It was a good kick. So he can wheel and go. He's got Parente. He must be in super nick, Parente. He's really covering the ground at both ends.
Yeah, works both ways, Tom.
Yeah, good two-way runner. So Owen from outside 50, not beyond him. North Ballarat lead by 6 points.
Huxtable.
The lead
Good
presents and
mark. Good
Huxtable obliges with a comfortable chest mark in front of Bowman. He'll go back and have a shot on goal.
Here's another lad that's had a terrific start to the season, and he's building.
So the skillful Josh Huxtable with a deliberate shot on goal here to level the scores for the Cobras. Kicks on its way. It's not a bad effort.
It's missed.
Just off to the left and through for a minor score. So some opportunities gone begging at either end with set shots. Equates to a 5-point advantage to North Ballarat. So it'll be Morris who'll just lope away to the outer side of the ground and elect to go short. Geez, they were queuing up there, North Ballarat, and Arts was the beneficiary. Right in front of the rotunda. The Arts and rotunda seem to go hand in hand. So the long kick from Arts into the middle of the ground. It was a good use of the body there from Scaramark there, who went by hand. Dribbling kick was a poor one at that. Opened the door for North Ballarat to rebound here. Yeah, that's the second time Milburn shanked a relatively a kick without much pressure, Fridge.
Both gone along the ground, Todd, and needs to be a bit more cleaner with his execution.
Yep, composure and perceived pressure can play a role in this game at this level. Quick was handy with his hands and got it towards Shea. He's had a good term. Speak of Wilbur Shea, who found McGuigan, overcooked the kick. Vesty dropped what he normally would swallow. Umpires picked out a free kick here, holding the ball. The Cobras will get a rebound opportunity here through Vesty, who impressed in his opening 2 weeks at his new club from Hoppers Crossing, of course. So short and lateral to Griffiths. Speak of Sam, no Billy today. So the left foot kick gets towards half-back and Milburn. So a bit of perceived pressure on this kick. He needs to execute well, and he did so. To Scartamaglia. They went to the outer side of the ground. Kick was okay. I'll just chip it over the top here to McKercher. He's got some space. He lowered the eyes. Bouncing ball made it difficult for Owen, but the gather was clean, so too the pressure from behind. And we'll get a stoppage on half forward outer side for the Cobras.
Yeah, just a little bit more oomph on the kick to get to Owen, Todd.
22 minutes gone opening term. North Ballarat with the advantage. 5-point lead. Ball up. Call it even. Arts wanted a high. McKercher wanted a hold. Umpire did the right thing and didn't pay either. Now that might have been a hold of the Cobras. Umpire called play on Huxtable. Lockett finally picks it up, if you don't mind. Now look for a squaring kick, and it was okay in the end. And found Lewis, who went short. Kick was okay to purchase. He'll enjoy the weight off his back this afternoon, normally getting around with the number 63. Wearing the 11 today, kick meant for Bowman through his hands. Leonard to the pocket, made it difficult for McGuigan. And Penny will rush it over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in 45 metres around from the North Ballarat goal.
Geez, they're happy to switch very quickly, North Ballarat, and get that ball moving, Todd.
Yeah, they look well set up behind the ball. The Cobras will want to be clean with their entries. Shallow throw in, favoured North Ballarat, and Quick got the clearance.
It's creating some headaches down there, Quick.
Yeah, he just reads the ball well, and he's very clean. He's a one-touch player. But that one touch went straight out of bounds on the full. So it'll be Griffiths to lope away and bring the ball back into the play for the Cobras. He got it towards half-back. Aerial contest. Tyrrell got his hands on it. Couldn't bring it down.
Good pressure.
We get a stoppage at ground level. Time on opening term.
Very clean, North Ballarat, from the stoppages too, Todd. Quick hands.
Yeah, and they've obviously worked out that they're going to have inferior numbers aerially against Gertz, but it's Tyrrell who's spending some time into the ruck. McKercher got the ground ball and fitted out by hand. Canning went along the line. Kick was good.
Use for the body.
Found Owen. Now Canning will keep running here. He can get it back here. I like the way he does that, but he'll go to the shorter option there in Craig. And Mark's right in front of us here, covering the game from up in the bleachers of the grandstand. Level 5, albeit 5 levels of concrete. Kick inside 50 to Paul. It's cut off there by Arts, who's had a good 15 minutes. Comes broadcast side. Paul kick to a 2-on-1. Russell had it for long enough. Second effort was good. Now in the end.
Over the shoulder.
Yeah, Lock didn't have it in the end.
Yeah.
It was the right call. Just clumsy from North Ballarat. Just couldn't overcome the outnumber. Just Lock goes forward. Craig in front. Knocked away from him. Over the head of Curran. Chance for Owen. Heard the voice of Nixon. Found him. Blind turn. Palmer's got him. Dropped it. Umpire called play on. Lucky to get away with that, the Cobras. As the two umpires, they seemed a little bit unsure who was in control. They
both looked at each other.
Yes. Yeah. And
indecision.
So no whistle in the mouth there. Nixon lucky to get away with that. We'll get a ball up on half forward. 25 minutes gone opening term. Swing and a miss by both Ruckman, Tyrrell and Russell.
Clash of heads there.
So Gertz having a spell on the bench as we speak. It'll be interesting to see if North Ballarat can benefit from the Cobra big man having a spell. Tap one by Russell. Gather was good from Leonard. Fitted by hand. Can only get as far as Canning. Kick just went straight into traffic. Good work there by Bromley Lynch, who went inboard to Quinlan. Back to Bromley Lynch. Back to Quinlan. Loose ball. Good pressure from the Cobras, but they cop it up. Finlay gave it over towards Lewis for North Ballarat. He went forward towards Quick. It was either held or holding the ball, one of the two. Now we've got a ground ball opportunity. Shark there by Arts, who's been good in this term. Went forward. Granger Morass brought it to ground. Chance of Quinlan. Ground ball.
Numbers got back.
I'll work it out here, Bestie, to Canning. And a couple of the newcomers combined. Ran his measure and some. Lower the eyes, meant for Craig. Carey read it best. Wanted to push, denied. Nearly a throw from Craig, but got it to Nixon. And McKercher just threw it away. Some good pressure. Lamb had a good turn. Morris under the pump. Good pressure from Locke. Got it over towards Leonard. Sweeping hand pass into the middle of the ground to Penny, who went forward. Players set themselves, and Barras wanted the mark. It's been paid.
Too strong.
Juggling attempt from the big fella. Former Carlton VFL listed talent. Top 20 draft pick too, if you don't mind. He'll go back and have a shot on goal to kick his second.
Don't worry, there's a plethora of talent in this North Ballarat side, Todd. Got Granger Barras, Glover coming back from VFL, Collingwood captain.
Yeah, prominent VFL.
Yep.
So no Simon McCartan today either, but no Kavakovic, no Fulton for the Cobras. Now Granger Barras should swallow this, and he does, and they get to him just ahead of the opening quarter siren. And some momentum for the Roosters into the first break of the afternoon. 3-2-20, North Ballarat. They lead Bacchus Marsh 1-8. Fridge, you got the goal scorers.
For the Marsh, Jake Owen is the only single goal kicker. And North Ballarat, Granger Barras with 2 and Jamie Quick with 1.
Pacey game of football, bit of end-to-end stuff, and just what you want to see. If you cough it up and turn it over, you get punished the other way, and that's what we're seeing this afternoon. Well, it hasn't been a high-scoring affair. It hasn't always equated to goals, but it has created momentum forward, that turnover on the back of fundamental mistakes.
Well, pressure makes fundamental mistakes too, and look, they've come to play in North Ballarat, and very quick. They're up in their faces, and they'll. The Marsh will want to be switched on to conquer them.
Guys, we'll give you some scores from around the grounds before a break, or just a correction on that score. Bacchus Marsh 1-3-9 trail, North Ballarat 3-2-20. An 11-point lead to the visitors, and Clint Proctor's outfit scores from around the grounds. East Point 3-2-20, lead Darley 1-4-10. Redan 2-2-14, trails Sunbury 4 straight 24. And Ballarat 3-1-19, trails Sebastopol 3 goals 5. And the Bloods are off to a flyer at C.E. Brown. Lake Winderee with an early goal and now been usurped by the 2024 Premiers Melton 7-2-44. So an ugly day ahead. Well, another one for the Lakers looking on the cards. But here at Manningley Park, we've got a ripper in front of us. It's North Ballarat down the highway with the lead ahead of the Cobras. It's 3-2-20. They lead Bacchus Marsh 1-3-9. A break and back with the second quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
75 from goal, will play on. Look to go towards Biggie Newen. And he'll get Biggie Newen! Well called, thanks to One Life Insurance.
That in danger. Stevens broke the tackle of Joel Cadman and sent them all into a tackle one-on-one. Scanlon, Cousins, bouncy ball is enough. Some separation, Sunbury.
Will be the recipient of the free kick. Probably should have been called out of bounds because he came in and stepped out, but the umpire called play. Oh! Back from Granger Barras. What a mark!
Yeah, straight away by Joyce. Got moved to ball, right to the line. Off there goes Brown, that's soccer skills. The opening goal of the game will go the way of the Kangas and will go the way of their sharpshooter and Jacob Brown.
VM Polsky grabbed it out of the ruck. Somehow got boot to ball. Bueling ran away, went long and forward in the Johnson direction. Got it! Back for Sunbury, if he can restore the lead and kick this all-important goal. Time on, Johnson, goal! Darling in front. Oh, please, can you believe it? Welcome back to Mattingly Park. Post a very entertaining opening term where North Ballarat, well, squandered a couple of chances, have deserved their lead, albeit a narrow one at that. It's 11 points. 3-2 plays 1-3. We're not far off a start here. Bacchus Marsh to kick to the left of screen in the second term. Kurtz back on the ground to contest the opening tap. Ground ball opportunity. Wanting a hold there was Shade denied. Now McKercher elects to go by foot on this occasion in the direction of Owen. Curran has got the roll on him. Hilton caught one high. And his second effort pressure was good to square away a stoppage. First forward 50 entry, all important for the Cobras.
Good pressure from Hilton there, Todd.
Yeah, unlike his namesake suggests, it's not the five-star haircut, but nonetheless, nicks it from the boundary line, squaring ball, just didn't get enough on it. Kick meant for Freeman, well read off the boot there by Morris. Has got time to measure the kick and did it well to Bowman. Every bit of experience in that kick, and Bowman went short. Kick was okay, and they're wide here to Glover, just inside the boundary line. We'll get onto that Pendlebury-like left boot. That's a wrap along the line. Now Canning had eyes for the footy. Had to mark that despite some late minimal pressure from Lockett. There's that turnover kick.
He's done it 3 or 4 times today, Todd.
So the right foot kick. Well, we'll just give it back, shall we?
Well, they just honoured the favour, North Ballarat.
Yeah. Harvey Lewis and the News will be disappointed with that kick as Canning turns the footy over. Gets an opportunity to rebound for the Cobras. Now Carey got it back. Now here's a chance for North Ballarat to atone. They went forward, presenting. Yeah, it was quick. Marked on the 50, near uncontested in the end, Fridge.
Yeah, no, it was a good kick by Lockett, and geez, he's put on some size, Todd.
Yes, indeed.
It's a dangerous player, this boy.
Getting some advice from the coach's box, which they would have seen Owen kick from the previous term. So it'll be
right to left.
Right to left. Fridge is the tip. Kicks on its way. Well, it starts left and every bit left, and it goes deep into the forward line. And just gets rushed through for a behind in the end. The first score of the second term. Took over 2 minutes to get it done. And it'll be Sam Griffiths to assume the kick-in duties. McKercher presents, but the kick was the right. And Quinlan, well, he didn't have to move. It went straight to him as if he was wearing a Cobra jumper, Fridge.
Oh, absolutely. It went straight to him. But, you know, this boy's got a kick on him like can kick 60 metres, Todd. And, you know, I know the theory, trying to do the right thing, but go and get the territory, get it out of there.
Yeah, that's why he has those duties. A bit like Morris at the other end. You know, they've got that one wood in their bag. So it'll be Quinlan. Makes the Cobras hurt with the opener of the second term. On the back of turnover. Just want to make a note of that TO reference there, Fridge. And we'll keep an eye on that moving forward.
Well, that's the 5th time they've turned the footy over, and just you can't do it with the side like North Ballarat, and especially in your defensive 50.
4-3, 27 North Ballarat, Bacchus Marsh 1-3-9. So Quinlan gets his first, joins Quick, who has 1, and 2 to Granger Barras. So we're back at the restart. A handy game high 18-point lead in North Ballarat. It'll be Russell and Gertz. We'll give that tap to Russell, but the umpire's picked out a free kick here. And it's going to go the way of the North Ballarat ruckman in Russell. Not sure whether the new rule came into that, but that was a dangerous hand pass. You're under the pump, Isaac. Turnover opportunity. Parente to half forward. Tumbling kick forward. Territory gain, really. Ground ball opportunity for Hilton if he can pick it up. He went low. Will he get away with it? Well, he did in the end. He wanted the high. It was the right call from the umpire in the end. And in fact, he was lucky to get away with not being ping for holding the ball if it wasn't too high.
Missed opportunity there by Parente. Owen leading up. Freeman making space and ignored both.
Gertz won the tap. only as far as Carey, who went to Arts to Curran, who loped away to half back, and the kick was good into the middle of the ground. Mark's been taken there by Loader. Good to see him not wearing the helmet this year, so that must be a good sign. So the right foot kick goes in the direction of Granger Barras. Ground ball, need a clean gather. They couldn't get one. And Vesti took on the tackle. Oh, the umpire.
Please.
Well, we'll give that one to the crowd as they were loud. And the kick from Granger Barras was terrific to lock it. A kick from outside 50, the Gold Coast VFL listed talent. Of course, did play some senior footy a couple of years ago under Brendan McCartney. McCartney's first year in charge of the Roosters. So Lockett will walk away from us here. Right goal post. No. Shank kept it low in the end. Still a dangerous ball. Need to be clean here, the Cobras. And McKercher was and ran away with it. Tumbling kick. He'll cop the game. Got a favourable bounce. It went beyond broadcast centre wing. Foot race on here. Well, everyone stopped and propped and looked. And Art said, well, if you don't want it, I'll have it. Purchase didn't get enough of that on the footy. Arts again foraging at ground level. Shea cop one high. Umpire called play on. Parente tackle taken to the ground. And we'll get a ball up. True centre wing broadcast side.
Both McKercher and Shea got in each other's way there. And if one had picked up the ball, they would have been clear.
18-point lead to North Ballarat. Ball up. Tap one by Gertz. Shea on the move. Went past the footy in the end. Wanting a free kick tonight. Quick hands there from Quinlan. Got it to Lamb, who went inboard towards Lennon, who gave him the don't argue and went forward. And the kick was good. Granger Barras again. Shot on goal here.
He just bullied through there. Absolutely bullied.
Yeah, important player for North Ballarat. He's had his concussion issues. And a real genuine goer. In fact, I'm not surprised. Well, I'm surprised he doesn't wear a helmet, because I reckon he's on his last strike in the concussion space. But for the here and now, Granger Barras lowered the eyes. Kick was okay. And we'll get a shot on goal here for North Ballarat, considerably closer than what was fronting Granger Barras. And it'll be Quinlan from a similar spot to the previous shot on goal. Chance to kick his second, Fridge.
Yes, good lead up, good hit up, Todd. And yeah, the Bacchus Marsh boys caught a little bit sleepy.
Yeah, well, North Ballarat have just been able to lead at the player with no traffic in front. Bit of old school lead up footy, Fridge.
Yeah, lead to the kicker, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get it.
Quinlan, can the Roosters get some reward?
No.
Well, they just can't hear the advice. Off to the left.
Yes.
And a behind. So, a reprieve momentarily for the Cobras as Vesti brings the ball back in safely. Canning will get on the end of this.
Penning.
Now the exit kick. Now this is the nervous one for the Cobras. It's high down the line. 3-on-1 in favour of North Ballarat. The boundary line will win in the end, and we'll get a boundary throw-in right in front of us here.
That's one thing noticeable, Todd, with North Ballarat. They're getting numbers around the contest, you know, and they'll always outweigh, plenty of numbers will outweigh that one person going for the other side.
Throw in, tap one by Russell, ground ball, Palmer, quick hands, got it to Shea, well read though by Huxtable, who's forced to apply the tackle in the end. So, just for you tuning in at home, there's a Shea playing for North Ballarat and one for the Cobras. Both relatively small players, but about 300 games difference between the two. Arts wanted the high or the hold. Didn't get either. Dribbling ball forward for North Ballarat. Was a nervous hand pass from Finlay. McKercher went low, just couldn't get hold of the footy. McQuiggan out the back, quick, dangerous from here. Doesn't miss often.
No.
But he has on this occasion.
Geez, they've had some chances, Todd. What have they called here?
Well, the goal umpire gave every indication it was a point. There were high fives going around. It's not every day you get to see Roosters high fiving.
So the umpire's going to overrule it, isn't
it? And the central umpire looks like it's going to be a point.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're quick to celebrate, Jamie.
Very quick.
Well, a let off for the Cobras. Now, that's the kick that you were after, Fridge, from Griffiths that went beyond half back. Oh, there's slide. Glover. Ground ball. Going to pull up. Well, they're lucky Glover's not playing forward at the moment, the Cobras, I tell you, because he would have nailed 2 or 3 of those chances. Ball up. Oh, take 2, said the umpire. Gertz and Jolly. We'll give it a Jolly. Penny. Quick hands. There's a penny and a penny play for either side here too, if you don't mind. They work it out. Quick take 2 this time. He's got it done. Now that one went straight through the middle. He was still unsure.
And he still had no idea, Todd.
Yeah. Well.
This game is starting to get away from the Marsh, Todd. Look, they won't want to. They'd want to answer one or two real quick here. That's the understatement, I suppose. But yeah, they don't look like getting anywhere near it at this point of time.
North Ballarat's pressure, tick, and ball movement,
fantastic.
Tick.
Yep.
And that's the difference in the game. Cobras under the pump have been unable to link up in enough chains. Now that tap went to Parente. He was rolled to the ground there by Palmer. And we'll get a ball up. 35 North Ballarat lead Bacchus Marsh 9. It's a 26-point lead. Handy one at that, if you don't mind. Over to you, Dennis Armfield. See what he does with the magnets. Now Lamb went into the back of his opponent. A free kick. Go the way of Huxtable, who'll look to have a greater impact in this contest.
It's been a bit quiet.
And he goes wide to half forward. Missed the target. It's a 2-on-1. And they'll negotiate their way out of defence through Bowman, who lowered the eyes, and the kick got to McGuigan on the half volley. He was clean. Had to go back. Now you're under the pump, Bowman. Went back to McGuigan. Squaring kick was enough and got it to Bromley Lynch. Gee, they worked their way out there. Well, there, North Ballarat, but Penny will do the call. He dropped what he'd normally swallow. Open the door here for North Ballarat. Lewis fed the ball by hand. Went through the hands of Loaded, and they'll work it out. The Cobras through Finlay. Territory gained forward. Palmer did the spoil. It was an effective one of that. It stayed in. That's good pressure from Parente.
Dropping the ball.
And he'll get the reward. Well, it was Griffiths, in fact. So the left foot kick goes to the outer side centre wing. Gets the fly.
Good hands.
It's a better grab from the big man. Short to Huxtable. He's had a couple of touches in a minute. Plays on. Went by hand to Freeman. Chip over the top. Normally good by foot. This didn't let him down. He got it to Nixon, who'll look to wheel and go. You'll back it in and go in the Owen direction, but he just sent the ball forward and no one in particular. Bouncing ball. Penny can do the mopping up for North Ballarat. He went by hand to Carey, who's been good behind the ball today. And his short kick found Lewis, who's continued to accumulate between the arcs. Arts presents. Unmarked. He can still go there if he wants, but he'll go the longer option. Now Penny loves the fly, but he won't make this contest off the hands of McGuigan. Nearly to the safety of the boundary line. And then the up and under kick there from Lewis made a sure thing of it. And a turnover at that to Vesti, who conceded with the 45 to Melbourne. Hasn't had his best day by foot. Now he'll give away a free kick.
Terrible. Unbelievable.
So Reggie Palmer. So it's just been a nervous afternoon for Melbourne. So Palmer kicks it to half forward. How about the kick, if you don't mind? The side step was sublime. Over the top, bouncing ball. Will it sit up for Lockett? It will. He kept it in somehow. Left foot kick across the body. Foot race on here. Lawler leading into the race to the wall. He's got Granger Barras, who was agile. All he needs now is to finish across the body.
It's out of bounds.
Oh, out of bounds. Turn the Benny Hill music off.
They called it from the rotunda. They got their hands up in the air.
Yeah, of course, Harry and Megan up there in the rotunda today. Enjoy the mussels and the oysters. We won't mention the canteen until Wednesday, Fridge.
Oh, they got the caviar down there today.
Boundary throw in. North Ballarat in attack. Not out of trouble yet, the Cobras. High kick there from Huxtable, clearing kick. Up and under. Loose ball opportunity. North Ballarat prevail again. And it's Bowman who's been good. And the kick was better. And found McGuigan front and square in front of goal. Just the 45 metres and the accuracy to come from here.
See, they just look so much more organised, North Ballarat. You know, going forward, and they seem to always have somebody there.
Yes.
You know, they come out of a stoppage, they come out of a ball that's a 50-50. Well, they seem to have someone that they can go to or get that handball out.
Well, it's amazing how much ball that they've been able to get on the end of in front of goal. So this will be McGuigan. Well, all the attention was on all the VFL players that came back last year for their round 18 match. McGuigan was the star for North Ballarat, and this kick is just off to the left. So he's an improving type, McGuigan, on the back of last season and into this new one. He's been industrious this afternoon, and it let off. Another one at that for the Cobras. How many chances do they need? Griffiths with a long ball in the direction of Owen. Gathered there by Craig. He's got some toe. Yeah, he spent it a bit early, made it difficult for Hilton, but they'll still get on the end of this. Gertz running back to goal there is Tyrrell. Can he get on the end of this? No, he went wide to Nixon. Can they work it out? He can go back to Canning. Elected to do it himself. Bowman held without it. Free kick.
Why wouldn't you give it there, Isaac? Why wouldn't you? The handball was presented there, the opportunity.
Yeah, he was all on his own there, Canning, and facing goal.
Yep.
So they work it out by hand to Morris, who's a thumping kick. Got a territory gain to Palmer. Played rep footy last year for the BFNL under-23s. He somehow gathered, but he turned it over to Tyson Shea in the middle of the ground for the Cobras, who went wide to half forward. Owen got it. Well, had enough of it. Umpire didn't pay the mark. Turnover opportunity because they've got numbers here. They've got the numbers all afternoon. North Ballarat. Getting on the end of this there is Lewis, who's been busy too. On either side of the ground, and he'll just chip it over the top in the direction of McGuigan. He'll set up for him. They've been loose, the Cobra defenders, in the last 15 minutes. Over the head of Quick. Chance for Lawler, who committed off the line. That was good defence. By hand to Vesti. And they'll work it out with a penetrating right foot kick beyond half back. Curran had the sit, did everything but mark the footy in the end. Cobras happy to take the ball to ground. North Ballarat will happy to square away a stoppage on half forward out of side for the Roosters.
Geez, they've got to work hard, Bacchus Marsh, Todd. They're under the pump severely here.
Ball up. And Leonard will see it over the line. We're going to throw in. So still none of those lasso free kicks, and you'd think on a relatively narrow ground compared to others, we would have seen one at least today.
No, we've haven't had one just yet, Todd, but I'm sure there's one about to come.
Boundary thrown. It's just another example of the corridor footy these two sides are playing.
It's the only way to go.
Bacchus Marsh East Point, Good Friday game.
Yeah.
I think we saw one or two tops.
Yeah. Go to the pockets, makes the other side easier to defend you.
Now Gertz won the tap. It went in direction of Parente. Shea got it to Huxtable, who was clean in the end. Could have gone by hand to inside to Lock, but he elected to tumble it forward to Owen and went through his hands. North Ballarat got the numbers again. Glover, standing start. Well, Parente pushed forward, cut it off, and went to Craig.
Better.
45-degree angle, can hand pass it over the top. Hilton around the body.
Got it.
Has finished the job for the Cobras. Gee, it felt like hard work, Fridge, but they got it done.
Yes, but better by Parente. Going inside 50 there.
Work rate.
Yeah, correct. Lowering the eyes, honoured the bloke that was hitting up or calling for the footy. So, yeah, reward for effort, Todd.
Yep, Parente's ability to push forward and provide that frontal pressure. He could have just been on his haunches back in the middle of the ground.
Oh, he's a class player.
But he pushed forward and was responsible for that goal.
Good thing about it, he just works up and back, up and back. You'll see him defensively. You'll see him up forward.
Tick of the unselfish nature there of Craig to get it to Hilton. And the Cobras get their second. And within reach, 21 points. Ground ball. Chance for Lamb. Swing and a miss by foot. Umpire called play on. And we'll get a stoppage on the attacking side of the middle of the ground for North Ballarat, who lead by 21 points. Near time on in this second term. On a glorious Mattingly Park afternoon. Not glorious enough for tennis, though. Gee, what are they having? Lamingtons and scones over there in the club rooms. Get out there and enjoy the sun, I say. Bromley Lynch across the body, shallow entry. It's dangerous enough. Quick, loves these. The finish. Yeah. All too familiar. North Ballarat get their 6th. And Quick is a handful. 3 goals. Could have kicked 5, Fridge.
Easily. Did mention in the first quarter, give this bloke a little bit of rope, he'll just take a mile.
Yeah. When he's tails up, look out. And Finlay's got the job on him. I don't envy that at all.
Yeah.
27-point lead to North Ballarat. They get the response. Quick has 3 for the Roosters and looking ominous. Ball up. 21-minute mark. We'll give that tap to the youngster in Russell. Some good pressure there from the big man. Earns the applaudits both on field and off for his efforts.
It's been quite competitive, Todd.
Yeah. I think Proctor said much improved project player. Bromley Lynch took them on.
Yep.
Did the shrug.
Hold the shoulders and everything.
And Tyrrell plays on. It was an awkward-looking kick. Going to make it difficult here. North Ballarat, as always, like bees to a honeypot, have an opportunity to turn it over, but it's spat out to Huxtable, who went with the right boot in the Hilton direction. Another outnumber. Morris, clean gather to the middle of the ground. Beautiful kick. Lockett should have kept going forward. Vesti applied the pressure. And we'll get a ball up.
Just stood there and waited for the footy to come to him, give the opportunity to Vesti to get his arm in there and punch it away, Todd.
Well, his initial commitment was good. It was running forward, and then he just stopped, unbeknownst to the Vesti pressure coming from the back. As Shay's hurry kick to Nixon, needs to be composed. Not sure what that was, and he's given away a throw.
Basketball.
Now North Ballarat. Oh, it's infectious. Ground ball opportunity. North Ballarat not out of trouble yet. Carey got it to Bowman. Bouncing ball. Needs to sit for purchase. Showed his agility. And then a dribbling ball.
Out.
Went out of bounds. Gee, on what we've seen in the last 3 minutes, these two sides must have watched the Carlton-Collingwood game on Thursday night. Not a lot to take out of that, mind you. Boundary throw-in. Now, the Cobras need to convert here. Time on in this second term.
Must get a goal out of this.
27-point lead to North Ballarat. Russell had front position. McKercher went to apply the smother. But Leonard's kick got to the middle of the ground. Shea took them on. Oh, umpire let it go. Must have lost the whistle. Hurried kick forward there from Canning. Wide of the pocket. Freeman had a couple to beat it. It knocked away from him to the safety of the boundary line. We've been accountable defensively to North Ballarat this afternoon, restricting Bacchus Marsh to just the 2 goals.
Every time these two boys go for the footy, they've got Freeman, Owen, got 2 on them all the time, Todd.
Boundary throw-in, Cobras in attack. Can they manufacture something? Glover went by hand, and they link it up. Bromley Lynch got on the end of it, right foot kick to outer centre wing.
Helicopter.
And we'll get the lasso here. With a lasso.
Lasso.
Well, Lassie will get it. And send it back for the Cobras to half forward. Nixon. And a bit of it. Umpire called play on. And they just stood there. The Cobras and North Ballarat just ran away. Guess who? Quick got on the end of it. Now, he loves to lean to the right side and kick across the body. He's got plenty of it. Sun on the eyes of the goal umpire. Bright ice, burning like fire for the goal umpire.
Yeah.
As they negotiate their way out of defence safely, the Cobras. Now their directive.
Why kick it to where it come back from?
Well, they're running out of times. Gardner Muglia was given the directions, and Finlay got on the end of it. And then he went short. Now, they need to make something of this.
Yeah,
That's 7
Griffiths,
possessions in their side there, D50. Now, Huxtable. Now he opens it up. That was a good kick to Griffiths. He can keep the ball wheeling onto that left, but he likes to go inside. McKercher. It was good pressure there from Bromley Lynch. Gave it back to Griffiths. Huxtable needs to be clean here. Good decision-making. Gave it a Penny. Did the don't argue and sent the ball into attack. Wide towards Gertz. Glover. Gertz. boundary line will win. We're going to throw in. Cobras deep into attack.
It's the difference at this point in time when they go inside 50. It's just an errant kick and it's just high up in the air. Got to lead up to the footy.
Yeah, Granger Barras has gone behind the footy just to keep the Roosters defensively sound for these important final minutes. Of course, the Cobras, they're yet to lose a second half quarter in season 26. Proctor will be onto that. So this game far from done, but we'll get a shot on goal here from Griffiths, who's a thumping kick. He's had a few touches in the last couple of minutes. Chance to get some momentum for the Cobras ahead of the half-time break. Of course, North Ballarat kicking one just before the quarter-time siren. And that...
Right to left.
Let's see how he goes. Left foot up, thumping kick. Not beyond him. Kicks on its way. Left, every bit left.
Seriously.
And through for a behind. Bacchus Marsh's fourth of the afternoon. The margin narrowed marginally to 27. Near 26 minutes gone. So 3 goals to 1. Copy-paste of the opening term. North Ballarat to be more than happy with that ahead of the main break. They can hang on to this separation. Penetrating kick in the Russell direction. Ground ball. Kept in there by Gates. High kick. Now, can the Cobras get a grab? Well, no one flew for it. It was all Curran, but he spilled it to the dangerous Huxtable. Oh, just across the face and through for a point. Had more time than he thought, Huxtable.
Yes, could have run a couple more steps and steady, but yeah, pressure, no pressure there, Todd.
26 and a half minutes gone. Morris goes straight up the middle. Now, Lamb had to be strong, and he was the captain. He ran away, fed it by hand. He can get it back here through the middle of the ground. Their run and carry's been good. North Ballarat to half forward. Well done, Vesti. Just cut it off. They haven't had a lot of intercept marks today, the Cobras. So that was an encouraging sign. Penny went early, coughed it up to Bromley Lidge. Back to Leonard. Slow hand pass. Nixon applied the pressure. Enabled the skew-whiff kick. Geez, it's a tired few players out there under that hot sun. Give it to me. I don't want it. Ground ball, Palmer. Slung to the ground by McKercher. Umpire called play on. And we'll get a stoppage. And a sore Reggie Palmer in the middle of the ground here.
Fierce tackle by McKercher.
Ball up. 26-point lead to North Ballarat. 3 goals to 1 in the opening turn of North, been matched by their second-term heroics. Huxtable wanted the hold, and we'll get it.
Yes.
So he's starting to do some accumulation in this second term, Huxtable. But they'll want him to have a forward half impact. As the siren sounds, advantage North Ballarat at the half. They booted 3 goals to 1 in the opening term, matched it with 3 goals to 1 in the second. And that is equated to a very handy 26-point lead on the scoreboard here. Quarter went the best part of 28 minutes. North Ballarat, who seemingly hold all the aces at the halfway mark, Fridge.
Absolutely, Todd. They're all over the Cobras at this point in time. They want to pull their socks up in this second half and get their sleeves up and get their hands a bit dirty. Be looking for someone like the Huxtables, who was starting to get a little bit of the ball in that latter part of that quarter. Yeah, everything is just under pressure what Bacchus Marsh are doing, where North Ballarat are just so clean and numbers around the footy. Yeah, they're up and about.
It'll be interesting to see what Dennis Armfield comes up with in the second half, because if it continues with, this is just going to play out and be a comfortable win to North Ballarat. So if he can, well, they were in front all day against East Point, but that didn't stop him from moving the magnets, and they went on to record a big win. But they'll take some confidence into the half, Bacchus Marsh, knowing that they're not out of this game.
No,
and their second halves, well, they're 4-0 for second half quarters in 2026. And Clint Proctor will be reminding his boys that this job is far from done.
They're not out of the game by far, Todd, but they've just got to start winning the contest at the source and delivering the ball a little bit better. And turnovers are massive. Have been instrumental in North Ballarat getting the score that they have here.
Yeah, there's been some disparity in the efficiency levels of both sides, more so by foot. Both sides have had their moments by hand. That hasn't sort of really been up to the level, but by foot, North Ballarat have been supreme, albeit sample size of an opening half. East Point are giving Darley a scare. East Point 39, lead Darley 26. Redan 21, trail Sunbury 50. Ballarat 52, trail Sebastopol 59.
Ooh.
And Lake Windaree 22, trail Melton 80.
Couple of surprises there, Todd.
Yeah, indeed. Darley under the pump, seemingly trailing by 13 points. 3-8-26, Darley, trailing East Point 6-3-39. Fridge, you got the goal scorers before a break.
Yeah, mate, for the Marsh, Owen 1 and Hilton was 1. North Ballarat, Jamie Quick was 3, Will Quillen was 1, and DGB Barras 2.
Guys, we'll take a break and we'll be back with the all-important second half action of this round 2 fixture. It's North Ballarat, advantage North Ballarat, who lead Bacchus Marsh by 26 points. The most exciting second half ahead of us on a glorious day here at Manningley Park. We'll see you then.
.75 from goal, will play on. Look to go towards Biggie Newen. And he'll get Biggie Newen! Well called, thanks to One Life Insurance.
That in danger. Stevens broke the tackle of Joel Cadman and sent them all into a tackle, a one-on-one. Scanlon, Cousins, bouncy ball is enough. Some separation, Sunbury.
Will be the recipient of the free kick. Probably should have been called out of bounds because he came in and stepped out, but the umpire called play on. Oh! Back from Granger Barras. What a mark!
Yeah, straight away by Joyce. Got moved to ball, right to the line. Off there goes Brown, that soccer skills. The opening goal of the game will go the way of the Kangas, and will go away their sharpshooter and Jacob Brown.
VM Polsky grabbed it out of the ruck. Somehow got boot to ball. Buelding ran away, went long and forward in the Johnson direction. Got it! For Sunbury, if he can restore the lead and kick this all-important goal. Time on, Johnson, goal! Darling in front. Oh, please, can you believe it? Welcome back to Mattingly Park ahead of the second half action. Gee, I would like to have been a fly on the wall in the Bacchus Marsh camp to have a listen to Dennis Armfield, mate, see what he come up with out of the toolbox.
I want to be having a circus tricks here, Todd, with this.
Oh, a bit of rabbit out of the hat stuff, you reckon?
Oh, definitely.
Second half underway. McCurch will get the first disposal of the second half. Canning, left foot kick to Huxtable. Now, we said he needs to have an impact in the front half. Oh, touch of the fumbles there, Craig. Another turnover opportunity for North Ballarat. There's been a number of those today. Morris kicked to out of centre wing, foot race on. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to come back. And it's going to go to Quinlan. So a lot of these North Ballarat types have been around the club for a few years. They're starting to feel a sense of belonging. What's evident, what I've seen this afternoon. The kick forward. Ground ball opportunity. Vesty back to Griffiths. Was going to go to Penny and then said, no, I'll give it to Lawler. Back to Vesty. Wheeled onto the right boot. Got a good territory gain to a 2-on-1 in favour of North Ballarat. Numbers prevail through Morris, who took a nice mark. Outpointing Craig, who had little help given the inferior number.
Yeah, Ashton's not your high marking forward that you want. You want Freeman or Owen there.
So Morris goes forward. Gee, Vesty could have hung on to that, but it just spilled off the concrete hands momentarily. Now Huxtable was clean. The hand pass release. Got it to Milburn. He went back by hand to Scartamaglia to Penny, who ran across the goal line. Indecisive. Good corralling there from Lockett. Forced him to go wide to the pocket. Right foot clearing kick.
Trousdale.
By Lawler has been marked there by Trousdale. And Trousdale with ball in hand on the defensive 50. Will swing into the left boot. Now this kick has to be pinpoint, and it was. It was a good kick. Found Griffiths, who's tried hard today. Left foot kick to outer centre wing. That's better from the Cobras. That's more of what we've seen in the opening couple of games from them. Canning short, did enough to get it to Parente. So Parente will look to get it right to Scartamaglia here in the middle of the ground. So a good start from the Cobras despite some indecision, and they got it to Vesty. He lowered the eyes to McCurcher, who wastes no time going wide out the Nixon direction. He'll get to him on the bounce. Gee, nearly gathered it in, but now look at the outnumber. They've been hunting all afternoon, North Ballarat. Now Leonard with strength. It was good fighting there from young Trousdale. But the umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of Nixon.
Holding.
And Nixon, he's 2 kicks away from goal. He's got Gates to the outside, who just got disturbed by the runner momentarily, if you don't mind. So the kick was good.
Found
Hilton.
Owen was the decoy, and he just dropped into the slot.
Yes. So booted 3 goals last week, has one to his name. And any multiple returns from a small forward, regardless of the number of possessions you have, that's a tick.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
He gets his second opportunity on goal for the afternoon, and more importantly, chance to kick the first of the second half for the Cobras.
And that's what Armford would have wanted. Todd, good start early.
Important kick.
He's got it. Oh, no.
And he's hit the post. So the ball will go back into the hands of the long boot, let's call it that, of Josh Morris, the reigning club best and fairest. Bit stiff not to get into that BFNL team last year. Tumbling torpedo, got us just desserts as, Huxtable coughed it up in the end. A turnover opportunity. Mark's been taken there by Lewis. In the middle of the ground, he played on, he went by hand. Got it to Penny, lower the eyes. Was well read off the boot. Nice mark taken there by Milburn. So the short kick was okay. And further afield, the middle of the ground. Threaded the needle and found Huxtable. He kept it low. Nixon got it on the half volley. And then went wide and found a safe option in Craig. So this kick all important for the Cobras. So Parente presented. Slow plays enabling North Ballarat to man up. But that kick was good from Parente. Found Owen. He's got Freeman in the pocket. Opted not to go there and went the long option. In the Gertz direction. Had a bit of it. Couldn't bring it down. Tackle was good on Trousdale to square away a stoppage just 12 metres away from the Cobra goal.
Went to the 2-on-1 there, Jake.
Swarm of players around the footy. Cobras deep into attack. Gertz grabbed it out of the ruck, threw it on the boot, and got the result. Well, we saw him do that against Melton last year in the second half of the season. He should do it more often when he around stoppage deep forward, Gertz, and he gets his first and an all-important third goal for Bacchus Marsh to narrow the margin.
When you're within snapping range, yeah, absolutely, Todd.
19-point lead to North Ballarat. Had considerable more ball in the opening 5 minutes of this third term, the Cobras. They were able to overcome Melton last week with a 19-point deficit at the half. Let's see how they go on their home deck in front of home fans here this afternoon who have flocked in their numbers to see the 2-0 Cobras do their thing.
The Roosters have only been one inside 50 in the first 5 minutes, Todd.
The Cobras have had a handful. Ball up, Gertz in the middle of the ground against Russell. Now Gertz, confidence up, won the tap. Shea went to ground. Oh, that's a dangerous kicking in danger. So Shea played on to Griffiths, who's doing some distribution with that left boot. Oh, it was a good stretch there from Penny on Freeman.
Yeah, no value on trying to push your opponent under the footy, Todd.
Short kick. Not out of trouble yet. Good pressure there from Leonard. They'll just waltz away with this. Penny, left foot towards Arts. Gates went to spoil. Ground ball. Excellent gather from McKercher. And the delivery was good too and found Freeman. Some nice work from McKercher. Geez, it makes a difference when you can be clean.
And lowering their eyes and hitting up the person that's leading at you.
Well, which is what North Ballarat did in the opening half.
100%.
And they rewarded that lead player and hit them half a dozen times at least. So Freeman, he's normally a trusty shot on goal. Distance won't be a problem. Ball will be about the accuracy. Somehow he wobbles it through. Back-to-back goals for the Cobras. They should get around him and give McKercher a little tap on the behind as well. He's instrumental in that goal assist to Freeman.
He created that, Todd.
So already just 6 minutes or 7 minutes into a third term, it's been Bacchus Marsh's highest scoring return in this match on the goal front at least, and the margin is back to 13. Can North Ballarat sustain that manic work rate that we witnessed in the opening half that really rattled the Cobras, essentially beat them at their own game?
Well, they did lead Ballarat all the way through last week.
Ball up, it'll be tapped, one by Gertz. Now Morris has gone into the middle with a high up and under kick towards half forward. Bouncing ball, Vesti leading into the race. It just needs to sit for him. Lockett is forced to apply the tackle, was Vesti in the end. We'll get a ball up just inside the boundary line. 8 minutes gone, third term. Margin reduced to 13. And North Ballarat's just their second inside 50 in the opening 8 minutes of this third term. Just the 2 goals of the third term to the Cobras. Ball up. Tap from Gertz was nearly as good as a kick. Scrimmage of players waiting though, however. McKercher foraging.
Busy, very busy around the contest.
Yeah, he's a busy bee, loves the honey pot.
Yeah.
And if he does get off the hook, they might need a beekeeper. North Ballarat, pull up, tap there by Gertz. Ground level ball, who wants it? And there'll be a stoppage. The players, they find themselves sometimes around the footy and want the oppo to pick it up so they can apply
they just
the
plant
tackle.
They just plant their feet and stop.
Ball up, 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. Good use of the body by Gertz. Got 2 taps in that scenario. Palmer forced to release the ball by hand. Russell somehow got rid of it, but it was unlawful in the end, and the umpire agreed. Gee, McKercher was off.
He was off to the races, Todd.
There, the busy bee was off. And they go backwards, the Cobras, to get some angle on the footy. And they'll work it out here along the line. The kick was good to Nixon. Just inside the boundary line. We've got it over the top. That's a dangerous disposal. And fortunately, they'll get it back to Cobras. Nixon will get a chance to atone.
He's providing some spark, McKercher, for them.
Well, that's come off the boot of Carey.
Okay.
And that should be a free kick to Bacchus Marsh.
Well,
He said
off his knee.
Above the knee. Well,
Dicky.
yeah, Isaac Carey must have low knees. Ball in. Centre wing broadcast side. Gertz grabbed it out of the ruck. Sent the ball forward in the Owen direction. He's got Curran to beat. Little spoil was enough. Loose ball. Now Bacchus Marsh got numbers here. Good intent on the footy from Craig. Just chipped it over the top. Bouncing ball. Freeman needs a kind bounce. Didn't get one. Knocked off the footy there by Penning, but it was sharked in the end there by Locke, and the finish was terrific across the body. And the Cobras get 3 in a row.
Just what the doctor's order for Dennis Armfield, Todd. You know, didn't hear any banging at half-time or any shouting. He must have been quite calm and said to him, well, possibly we need to get back in this game with the first 3 goals, and that's what's come about.
Yeah, well, credit to the Cobras. They must have shown enough in their opening 2 games. Harry and Megan have decided to stick it out for the second half over there in the Rotunda. They'll be on the Lamingtons and the apple pies by now too, Fridge.
Yes, no. Obviously, they'd have a cup of tea.
I wonder if they paid the cover charge to get in here at the gate.
Shannon Nixon would have looked after that for him.
Ball up. Cobras on a roll with the opening 3. Inside 11 minutes, third term. Game on. Ball up. Give that one to Russell. Good intent on the footy from Morris, who's been held up by a resurgence of midfield pressure from the Cobras. They're back in it.
Yes. 7-point ball game, Toddy.
3 unanswered for the term. It'll be Gertz and the newcomer Russell. Gertz with the second attempt. Got a territory gain, but only as far as Carey. Lamb got dumped. He got the advantage, and Carey went long by foot. Milburn should swallow this up. Lawless to do the backing up. He went with the right foot kick out the direction of Griffiths. It just needs to sit up for the left footer. He's on the right side. Hope that made sense. Left foot kick to, well, he's overcooked it. McGuigan will rebound it here. They'll share it by hand, North Ballarat. They're not out of trouble yet. Good pressure by Canning on Glover.
Paid it.
And he'll get the reward. Got some good toe, Canning.
Very quick, very, very quick, and closes in really quick on his opponent too.
Oh, McKercher dropped what he should, well, might have been McKercher, dropped what he should have taken. Hurried kick forward. Ground ball opportunity. Oh, Milburn went to ground, quick, kept his feet. Went forward, Lockett. Made it difficult. Oh, there's a high against Canning on that occasion. And it'll be Wilbershade to have the shot on goal. Distance won't be a problem here, and an opportunity for North Ballarat to get the steadier thereafter.
Yeah, just commitment on the footy and just a little bit errant in the tackle, Todd. When they're coming at you that quick and they're lowering themselves and you've got to get lower than them, well, it makes it extremely difficult.
So it'll be Wilbershade with a deliberate shot on goal here. Goes high.
Got it.
It's accurate enough. North Ballarat get their 8th. And the margin back to 13. The most entertaining game of footy under beautiful sunny skies here at Mattingley Park. Thankfully for the players, they're getting some relief as the shadows start to have an impact at the left of screen, but nonetheless, pretty taxing game given the contested nature of the affair, Fridge.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Todd, no side is giving an inch now in this third quarter. It's, the stakes are high now.
Not to mention the mistakes.
Yeah, been a few in that first half by the Marsh.
Well,
cost them dearly.
Yeah, the mistakes are high as well. Was the reference as Gertz will go up against Russell. Give that tap to the youngster. Taking them on was Bromley Lynch. Taken to the ground by Parente. Oh. That was hot. But Parente will get his reward for his intent. Let's see how they work it out. They'll go by hand to Griffiths, who sought to bomb it high. Dumped as he kicked.
Downfield, and they're into it.
Yeah, they'll just need to do enough to hang on to the free kick. It'll go to Ashton Craig.
Oh, that's only a reversible there. Jeez.
So Craig tumbles the ball in the Tyrrell direction.
Huxtable come in with full force.
That was good pressure there from Hilton. Quick hands there from Purchase, though. Got it to Lamb. He'll go back to the goal square to Carey, who's got the overlap in Bowman. And he found him. And he wastes no time. Good closing speed there from Craig, but not before Bowman can get it away to Arts. Lewis kept running, but he'll go to the longer option. Quick presents, off hands. Ground ball opportunity. No left foot shown there by Lewis, but it got inside 50. Granger Barras kept it in, dropped it in the end.
Yes, good call.
Be a free kick. Good defence shown there by the Cobras. Free kick will go to Gertz. He'll go backwards to Vesti.
Pocket.
He continues the pattern of play laterally. Under the scoreboard is Finlay, and he's run and carry. Now he decides to give it to Griffiths with a thumping kick beyond outer side centre wing.
There's a mismatch. Hilton against Glover. It's been on him for the last 15 minutes, Todd.
And
he's 4'2" and he's 6'5".
Yeah, so Griffiths just had every intentions of a territory gain there because, in fairness to Hilton, the aerial he v Glover is a big ask.
No hope.
There's Penny at the back with a big fly. Umpire call, play on. Geez, that would have hurt anybody, Penny, but he looks like he's okay. Now Huxtable behind the ball now. Found Sam Griffiths, who went backwards, and found Vesti at the 45. He's got Freeman wide if he wants him, but he could have gone at Craig, but he found Freeman. He's got Craig. Now he looks for an option. Kicks it to an outnumber. North Ballarat, they can get away with this through Leonard, who found Bromley Lynch. Good smother. Hilton went to ground. Not out of trouble yet, the Cobras. Good pressure from North Ballarat. Ground ball. The umpire will do the right thing and square away a stoppage. Half forward for North Ballarat, who lead by 13 points. 16 and a half minutes into this third term. 3-1 in favour of the Cobras for the quarter. Russell wanting a hold on Tyrrell, denied by the umpire as the two big men went to ground without impacting that aerial. But they'll get a second opportunity with a stoppage here. Game on. Ball up. This is what we came to see. Hurry thick out of the congestion from Leonard was a high up and under.
Huxtable.
Huxtable will gather the loose ball and run away with a bounce. Indecisive. Risky kick. Somehow got it to Nixon. Who made the kick look better than what it was. Penny telegraphed the kick. Now he's under the pump. Well, he didn't have it in the end. Carey through traffic. Could he give it to the big fella Russell? But created the overlap to Leonard. Just needs to sit up for him. It does. Good pressure at the back there from Locke. It's a hot footy at the moment here at Mattingly Park. Turnover opportunity. Nixon, Parente, grubby kick. Made it difficult for Craig. Nearly pushed his opponent Bowman in the back. Quick hands there from Bromley Lynch. Got it over towards Lewis, who found Leonard, who found Palmer, who got it to show. You could just chip it over the top in the McGuigan direction, who marks on true half forward in front of Scartamaglia. He'll look to go to the pocket, ignored that option in the end, and went to Carey, who went to the pocket and found Lockett.
Just patience.
Yes, yeah, good observation there, Fridge. It was patience in the end from North Ballarat, who were able to work it out and get the separation they wanted.
Yeah, just waited. As soon as it presented, they honoured it.
So after Bacchus Marsh kicked the first 3 goals of this third term, North Ballarat responded with one of their own. And chance to make it 2 goals here, albeit back-to-back. And it'll be Lockett, a chance to extend the margin back to 19. Deliberate approach, distance not a problem, but the accuracy's let him down off to the right for a minor score. Sigh of relief from the Cobras, loyal and faithful.
On the sun deck over there.
So it'll be Griffiths to assume the kick-in duties. It's a good kick, but Penny had to be up for it. It was good closing speed there from Bromley Lynch to fist the ball over the line. We're going to throw in. Near 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
Doing all the 1%ers right, North Ballarat, Todd.
Yep, they are.
Spoiling, getting the arm in, pressure around the contest.
Boundary throw in. Gee, you got plenty of it, the boundary umpire. Get a ball up. Might have been young Trousdale at the bottom of that pack. It was. So a moment for the players around the footy to enjoy that moment in the shadows. Ball up. Russell went early, could have
What have we
infringed
done
on
here?
Tyrrell. They'll get the advantage. The left foot kick out in the Griffiths direction. Oh, sorry, from Griffiths. Just missed the target. That was Trousdale, in fact. Apologies to Griffiths. Trousdale will be disappointed with that. So that'll be Penny. Send the ball towards half forward. Oh, not a bad mark taken there by McGuigan.
Yeah.
Played on, gave the first option to Lockett, who went long to a one-on-one. And the mark's been taken by Granger Barras.
Just experience there, Todd.
Yeah, the way they work their opponents underneath the footy these days.
Yeah,
it's
Just let him
it's
back.
good forward craft.
Just let the defender back into him and then just give him that
Yeah.
gentle nudge, and it was just enough for that separation for him to get his hands up in the air and take that grab.
We'll expect the margin to be restored to 20 post this finish from Granger Barras. The last 2 goals of the third turn to North Ballarat. Steadying the ship and a 20-point advantage, time on third term.
Yeah, look, it shows when you're going inside 50 and you can hit up someone like that. It just makes the job a little bit more easier. And it's Bacchus Marsh, yeah, they'll come out and kick the first 3 goals, but once again, that haphazard style going inside 50, where the last 2 weeks hasn't been like that, except, you know, the East Point game, they were terrific. You know, they hit up and honoured the lead, and then Melton last week a little bit different, but yeah, no.
Back at the restart, Gertz won the tap, fouled Parente, who swarmed. And enough to square away a stoppage. Metres gained just from that tap from Gertz for this stoppage. Gertz swing, had a crack at it a second time, was denied. Leonard was good at ground level, tried to feed it to Lamb and found him. And got it to Lewis, who went towards half forward. Foot race on here. Jolly. Outpointed on that occasion by Finlay. Just needs to sit up for Milburn. He just had one too many cracks at it. Quick just said, well, if you don't want it, I will. Send it forward. And they're out of bounds on the full, according to the, well, just to me, because the goal umpire has lent the arm up to suggest it was thumped over the line for a boundary throw-in. 22 minutes gone, third term. North Ballarat with a handy 20-point lead in this energy-sapping game here at Manningley Park. Huxtable held up. No, Pryor will get a ball up. So Granger Barras with three goals now, Fridge, and
Quick with 3 as well.
yeah, leading goal scorers on the ground. Tap one by Gertz, good use of the body to no real advantage. Leonard cropped one in the forehead there.
Funny enough, Granger Barras in his draft here was pick number 8 and was drafted as a defender. Now he's playing forward, so Proctor's got the luxury of either playing him forward or back.
Well, he's got 2 names, so he might as well play 2 positions.
Well, Granger forward and Barras forward.
Parente, well, he coughed it up at the end. A Glover missed the target, meant for Bromley Lynch. Back to Glover, he's on his left side, squaring ball. Nearly gathered cleanly by Scarter-Marker. He just spilled it at the end. Lockett swinging a miss by foot, and the umpire will ping him for that. And Vesti will take the resultant free kick on the last line of defence for the Cobras. So Vesti will come broadcast side out in the direction of Locke, who was strong overhead. Took a nice grab. Should negotiate the Cobras out of trouble. Just overcooked the kick meant for Craig. And the dribbling ball found its way away from the reaches of Glover for a boundary throw-in right in front of the Cobra hierarchy.
Must have been touched off the boot, Todd.
Maybe Craig got a hand on it. Throw in. Well, Coach just
shoved him,
ushered his opponent, and now he's tackled, just threw it away in the end. Lucky to get away with it. Arsgather was clean, and the release was good to Leonard on his non-preferred high right foot kick. Players fly, there's a grab, and it's been
played a
taken
free
by
kick.
Jolly.
No, holding.
Oh, it's going to go back to Vesti.
Vesti holding.
Can't believe Lockett was going to claim that mark off Jolly. Anyway, on the last line of defence, they'll need to work it out with a nervous kick. Nixon, turnover, Bromley Lynch. So it's Bromley Lynch. You can just suck some air out of the game.
Said pull a rabbit out of a hat. Mate, we've seen so many, it's like a circus act. Tricks of the trade here.
Bromley Lynch, 45-degree angle, tumbling kick across the face of goal.
No legs.
Won't quite get the journey. And Milburn sort of was quite happy to rusher it through for 8 behind. So Griffiths goes short on this occasion to Vesti. He continued the pattern. The kick was okay. To Huxtable, who comes broadcast side. Gert's the target. Freeman at the back, got a hand on it. Couldn't bring it down though. Bowman, well, that was all too easy.
Yeah.
High up and under kick. Inside 50. Excellent use of the body by McGuigan. Did all but pull off that snap-on goal. It was good play up until then.
He just walked out of there. 4 players, 4 Bacchus Marsh players, and not one of them put an even fingernail near him.
And Griffiths lowered the eyes and found Gates. Adjacent to that scoreboard, the bold numbering that indicates the 21-point lead to North Ballarat. Huxtable with ball in hand. Needs to be normally assured by foot. They need some movement ahead of the footy. So he has to go short in the end of Finlay. He's trying to create an overlap here, Bacchus Marsh, but it's all a bit slow at the moment. That kick was okay to out of centre wing. Mark's taken there by Locke, who plays on with a slow hand pass to Huxtable. And he's kicking in the middle of the ground. Trousdale, well, he had to bend to the ankles to pick it up. They're nearly going to make a mess of this, the Cobras. It was a good throw from McKercher over the shoulder. Right foot kick towards half forward. Next to the target. Nice grab. And away they go, North Ballarat.
There we
Kick
go.
was good towards Granger Barras. He's got Carey on his outside, but he looks to go more direct with a long bomb. And Griffiths does the
Right thing.
disciplined thing and thumps it through for another rush behind. Ballarat's 10th behind of the afternoon. The margin now 22. So Milburn, important kick here for the youngster. And found Freeman. Was just unsighted there momentarily. He and Barras going at it. And former teammates just helping one another up there momentarily. And Bacchus Marsh 5-6-36. They booted the first 3 goals of that third term. And North Ballarat responded late with 2 of their own to steady and hang on to an all-important 22-point lead at the final change here. Fridge, well, a quarter of 2 halves. I know it's a mouthful, but Bacchus Marsh very good in the opening 15-16 minutes. But a response shown from North Ballarat to restore that lead.
Well, they come out and sort of made a challenge towards North Ballarat, and but yeah, they were just able to steady the ship again in the ladder in that quarter and kick 3 goals themselves. So yeah, look, they want to be. They'll run out the game pretty good, the Marsh, because they pride themselves on fitness. So yeah, hopefully they can get some run and carry, and try and link up, because this North Ballarat side, every time they get the footy, they've got 1 or 2 or 3 that are linking up and can get the whole ball from half back and drive it in forward and be patient and find somebody.
Well, the Cobras have kicked 5 goals in 3 quarters. They're going to need 5 on their own in the last to peg back this lead. So it's going to be an interesting conclusion to this round 2 fixture.
Well, it is the scoring end, I believe, going towards the BP or the high school end. So that won't do it for you, but they're still not out of it, Todd.
Mate, the hardest working team win, Fridge.
Yeah, work rate.
Speaking of work rate, East Point 48, Lee Darley 46.
Wow.
Redan 35, trails Sunbury 77, Ballarat 61, trails Sebastopol 69, and Lake Windermere 22, trailed Melton 115.
Yeah, they're out of the ball game there.
Oh, please. I'm not going there. Guys, we'll take a break. Back with the final quarter action in 5 minutes' time.
.75 from goal, will play on. Look to go towards Biggie Newen. And he'll get Biggie Newen! Well called, thanks to One Life Insurance. Come on, boys. Get it! I like it!
That in danger. Stevens broke the tackle of Joel Cadman and sent them all into a tackle to one-on-one. Scanlon, Cousins, bouncing ball is enough. Some separation, Sunbury.
She'll be the recipient of the free kick. Probably should have been called out of bounds because he came in and stepped out, but the umpire called play. Oh! Back from Granger Barras. What a mark!
Yeah, straight away by Joyce. Got moved to ball, right to the line. Off there goes Brown with that soccer skills. The opening goal of the game will go the way of the Kangas and will go away with their sharpshooter and Jacob Brown.
VM Polsky grabbed it out of the ruck. Somehow got boot to ball. Buelding ran away, went long and forward in the Johnson direction. Got it! Back for Sunbury, if he can restore the lead and kick this all-important goal. Time on, Johnson, goal! Darling in front. Oh, please, can you believe it? Welcome back to Mattingly Park, ahead of the final quarter in BFNL's match of the round down here in the east. Perfect conditions for football on a green deck. Mattingly Park. North Ballarat lead by 22 points. What say the Cobras? They got 30 minutes. Ball up. Gertz stolen by Morris. Hurried left foot. Meet again towards Quick. Nudged off the footy. It was good defence there by the Cobras. Not out of trouble yet as Palmer presented. Might have copped one, but the umpire said no. We'll get a ball up. 55 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
Yes, Dennis would be wanting the similar scenario to that third quarter. It's the Marsh hopefully getting a couple of quick early goals to get scoreboard pressure again on North Ballarat.
Just feels like North Ballarat have had 7 of the best 10 players on the ground.
Yep.
Loose ball opportunity for Gates. Hopeful rather than anything else with the tunnel ball backwards. Hurried kick forward. Good effort there from was Milburn on Quick, who stops, props, and then decides to apply the tackle. Not out of trouble yet, the Cobras. Left foot. Good pressure on the kicker. Out of bounds on the full. We'll get a rebound opportunity for the Cobras. So Sam Griffiths just on a metres gain perspective alone, arguably the Cobras' best today.
Yeah, absolutely, Todd.
And there he goes with that left foot distribution to Owen. He's had a quiet day by his standards. Not suited by the supply, in fairness. And he goes to the middle of the ground.
It's a good hand.
Strong mark taken there by Locke, not dissimilar to the one he took in the third term. With the confidence up, Tyrrell didn't bend. It was made more difficult on that hard cricket pitch. Kick across the body from Craig. Foot race on here. North Ballarat will do the mopping up. And they'll get out of trouble here through Purchase, who got it towards Lamb to Glover. Sidestep to get around onto that left boot from Craig was favourable. So too the kick.
Good kick.
So ball in hand, it'll be Lewis here.
Morris was out wide, pleading for it. Had
That was
separation.
Bowman, in fact, who got it to Palmer. The left foot kick found Lockett on half forward out of side. A mile away from us here. So Lockett onto the lead for Quick. Couldn't hang on. Rebound torpedo from Lawler was arguably the longest kick of the afternoon. It went through the hands of Freeman. It got out the back. Can they work it out? Bowman found Lamb. Through traffic they go to Penny, who lopes onto that left boot. Bit Glover-like is Penny with that laconic style. Milburn.
Better.
Could do the mopping up. Got it to Griffiths and get it back here with the stretch. Now he's under the pump, but he just got ball to boot. Through the hands of McKercher. Shark by Morris. Left foot kick. Weighted one at that to Granger Barras. Good spoil from Lawler. He's asked to do the mopping up. Lewis could have been held.
McKercher.
And he'll get the free kick in front of goal. And this is where they were able to do a large degree of their damage in the second term when they kicked to the right of screen. Their shots on goal came from, well, near directly in front, most of them. And this is no exception. So Lewis, who won the Rookie of the Year last year, and rewarded himself with a lower number. Good on the young fella. So Lewis, from about 40, to get the perfect start for North Ballarat, but it's off to the right and a minor score.
They've wasted some opportunities, North Ballarat, today, Todd.
Yeah, 19 scoring shots to 11, not to mention a couple of out of bounds on the full. But a 23-point margin. So there's the kick from Griffiths, right in the middle of the ground. They need an aerial presence, the Cobras. They'll get a free kick here.
Owen.
And they'll come back to Owen on the defensive side of the middle of the ground. McKercher provides an option.
Lateral.
But he'll go wide to the outer side to Gates, who looks to get the overlap through Locke, and the stretch was good, and he kept running, sent the ball forward, made it impossible for Freeman. Kicked it 6 feet off the ground. It was well cut off there by Glover. He'll go short to Penny. We'll sidestep around Craig and go with the left boot to outer centre wing. There's a nice fly at the back. Cobras have got an outnumber here, but good pressure there from Lamb.
Okay.
Through traffic went Leonard to Lamb. Hand pass meant for Lockett, cut off by Parente. Good stretch there from Huxtable. They link up well. Penny was a loose hand pass into the middle of the ground. Open the door for Morris.
Good pick up.
McKercher, sharp hands to the big fella Gertz. He just needs to bend. The pick-up was good. Kick didn't go the required. Bowman, been good. Threw it away and was pinged by the umpire.
Guess who?
So a shot here
Lock.
from young Locke, who did a couple of nice things in this second half. But he plays on to Griffiths, who's got a monster finish on him. How's the accuracy?
Yeah.
That's the lift that the Cobras are after. And they're on the board in this final term. Margin back to 17.
Very good thinking there.
Smart play from Griffiths.
Yep, very smart play.
And the decision to give the handball.
Yeah, he demanded it, Todd.
Yeah. So, if Griffiths wasn't already Bacchus Marsh's best, that 4-8 may well have elevated him to the top of the quiver, which is a group of Cobras. For those...
He's had plenty over the journey of the game, over the 4 quarters. He's, you know.
6-minute final term. Cobras had to get that first one. Missed opportunity gone begging by Lewis at one end, and Griffiths converted at the other. Gates got ball to boot, just kicked it blindly to the outer side. Foot race on, led by Carey. Not many will outrun him. Some good pressure there from Nixon. Not before the hand pass release was afforded to Carey. Released the footy, and the ball's over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in. And a bit of physicality creeping in as we
Good to see.
saw some in that third term. And a throw in on near true centre wing outer side. Kurtz had front position, won the tap, only as far as Morris. Hurried kick forward, bouncing ball. Set up for Penny nicely. The kick was, well, horrible, but effective nonetheless to Vesti.
Griffiths.
Who found Griffiths, who's got
Finlay.
to broadcast side. He can go along the line and just tip it over towards Canning. Represented in front of Arts. He can go inboard here to Nixon. And go into the middle of the ground to Gates. Now, you've got to get on his bike. And he's got no choice here because the ball went over his head. And it's set up all right for him. He went beyond Gertz, looking for Freeman. Got his hands on it. Loose ball opportunity here for the Cobras. Through Parente.
Oh,
Across the face. Out of bounds on the full.
missed everything.
That would have brought Harry and Megan to their feet. Would have been tea going everywhere, Fridge.
Yeah,
So the ball to come back into play.
Harry would have hit the roof.
17-point lead to North Ballarat. And now Lawler's pushed right up the ground. He's marked this. And this is good frontal pressure from the Cobras. How's the kick? Owen. Second attempt. Stolen by Leonard. They'll work it out by Andy. North Ballarat through Arts. Got it to Quinlan. Was an ambitious tap. Hopeful to get to Bromley Lynch, but wasn't forthcoming. And we'll get a stoppage 55 metres away from the Cobra goal.
Another one here will make it interesting, Todd.
Ball up in the shadows of Mattingly Park here. Decent sized crowd in attendance to witness this round 2 FNL match of the round. Right foot kick. Chance here for Quick, who gathered.
Yeah, he's just
Now
come on the
chase
ground.
is on. Nixon's after him. Closing. Quick takes another bounce. He's on his non-preferred, and he goes with the left, looking for the advantage of Granger Barras over his head, and it'll trickle through for a behind. He just seemed in two minds, Quick.
Yeah, it was a good chase by Nixon, though. He never give up on the ghost. Put the pressure on him.
But Quick had a decision to make.
Yeah.
For his run and carry for long enough to get it right. So clearly some indecision there from the X Factor forward. Freeman's stretch was good. And he plays on and puts a slow kick to space. That was a clever tap there from Craig. If Cobras can work it out. Shea could have been legged in the end. Tackled around the ankle.
It's rugby league style.
And play on, as they call it in
Rugby league.
In the rugby league. 18-point lead to North Ballarat. It'll take Bacchus Marsh 3 goals and another scoring shot unanswered to get it done from here.
What out of the question, Todd?
9 minutes gone. Final term. True centre wing out of side. Boundary throw in. On a cloud in the sky. We're a tennis player on the courts. Tap one by Russell. Arts, left foot.
Isaac.
And Nixon, right place, right time. Plays on. Goes
Good
direct
kick.
to Huxtable. Terrific kick. 60 metres out from goal. Weighing up the options. They're running everywhere at Cobras, but he just couldn't work out the right one. He's got Griffiths to the
Griffiths?
left. He's still there, Griffiths.
He signalled
He's
the
got
goal.
that thumping left boot, but
Signal goal, Todd.
so Huxtable, well, he would have done this at training or attempted it a number of times over his 20-plus years at the club. gives himself the space and the penetration. Only got it to the goal mouth. Could have been a high tackle there applied by Craig. Umpire said no. Bowman, ground level. Tackle was good by Hilton to square away a stoppage. And we'll get a ball up just metres away from the Cobra goal. They need to make the most of this, the Cobras. Interesting to see what Gertz does here. Will he try and grab it out of the ruck and throw it on the boot like we saw in that third term? Or will you look for the crumb? Ball up.
Grab it.
Gertz won the tap. Oh, Carey did it all in the end. Rushed it through for a behind. Oh, the tap went to the right space.
Yeah, Hilton was there, just didn't bounce right for him.
17-point lead. So the point's been taken care of. Now they need 3 goals unanswered from here, you'd think. It's Bowman who's had a good afternoon, who went lateral to Carey. He's had a bit of it himself. And a number of significant contributors this afternoon. It's been quite the team effort from North Ballarat to earn this advantage that they have in the last quarter.
Over.
Arts.
Yes.
Oh, he overcooked the kick.
The coaching staff made it clear to the boundary umpire.
So Shea has ball in hand here. Just about handball it to Griffiths. You can see the 45 handball, but he'll go towards the goal square. Freeman! Timely grab. We'll go back and have a shot on goal here. He's going to kick across the body. Waste no time. Straight through the high diddle. And we've got an 11-point ball game. Freeman gets his second. And the Cobras close. Still plenty of time. Well, that time they made North Ballarat pay for their execution out of the back half.
Yeah, if you look, you give the forwards a chance, get it in high. You've got tall blokes there in Owen and Freeman, and, they've got Tyrrell in the side this week. He's another tall. Get their hands up. They're 3.5 metres, 4 metres high, Todd.
Darley lead East Point by 4 points. Sunbury 19-point leaders over Redan, and Sebastopol 5-point leaders over Ballarat.
Wow.
Jeez, we've got some games going on around the BFNL this afternoon. I'll forget the other one. Ball up, tap one by the Cobras in Huxtable will get the clearance. Inside 50. Oh, this is drop mark there by Craig. Ground ball opportunity. Good pressure from Owen. He's asking for the hole in the ball. Is he going to get it?
He's going to pay it.
Owen will get the free kick.
Seriously.
And he'll go to the pocket. Freeman on the lead. Got it. So Freeman, confidence up. After that deep entry grab. And this time, Owen went to Freeman on the lead. Didn't go there in the second quarter, to the right of screen. But can't be off the Christmas card list for too long, Fridge.
No. Get dinner tomorrow night, Sunday roast.
So he kicked an all-important goal last week against Melton. None more so important than this one. For goal number 3.
No.
Won't get the journey across the face. Just tightened up with that kick, because normally distance wouldn't be a problem there for Freeman.
Didn't kick through to the footy, just stabbed at it, Todd.
10-point ball game. North Ballarat 8-12, Bacchus Marsh 7-8. Kicking out of defence was a little bit more assured from North Ballarat on that occasion. So it'll be Lamb who went short to Glover. So good corralling from the Cobras. They're pushing up and defending well here. He's going to ask questions of Glover to get around Craig. He's got some toe. But Glover sent a high ball in direction of Russell and Gertz. Neither ruckman could take the grab. Ground ball opportunity. Shark there by Huxtable, who got it over towards Trousdale, who found Shea with a kick across the body. Intent on the footy was good there from Hilton. Dribbling ball, though, only went as far as Carey with a high up and under kick towards half-back. Nixon, well, he didn't put his hands up. He just provided some aerial presence. Gertz wanted one high, denied. Good pressure there from Lockett. Ball spills out the back. Play on, said the umpire. Now we'll get a ball up, half forward, broadcast side for the Cobras. 14.5 minutes gone. Final turn. North Ballarat lead by 10 points. Stick with us via the BFNL Match Centre. Shea foraging at ground level, gathered cleanly by Milburn, fitted by Hannah Parente. Trousdale went with it with one arm, and then he was ushered over the line by Palmer. And we'll get a boundary throw in. 50 metres around from the Bacchus Marsh goal.
Just that little bit of cleanliness, Todd.
Boundary throw in right in front of a heavily crowded forward pocket full of Cobras. Tap one by Gertz. Parento with the shark with the second option. A Huxtable. How's the finish? Gee, didn't get any purchase on the kick either. It was cut off there by Glover. So he went short, and the lefties combined. They worked their way out of defence. The mark's been taken there by Purchase, who went short to Curran, who's got Penny on the outside, and he gave it to him onto that left boot from half back to half forward. They do well. A little nudge from Lewis was enough to be paid the mark, and 50 didn't stand. And it's the first infringement in that space that we've seen all afternoon. And a chance for North Ballarat to get a handy territory gain, culminating in a shot on goal here from Lewis, who played on
Lockett.
to Lockett. Shot on goal. Goal umpire does not move. Excellent kick, excellent finish there from Lockett. Cobras had a couple of opportunities moments ago.
The 50 hurt.
And Lockett was able to get the steadier. And again, after the Cobras kicked the opening goal of the fourth quarter, and plenty of weight of ball in their front half, North Ballarat with a rear entry of their own in this final term, were able to get the icing on the cake with a finish from Lockett.
Aided by the 50 metre, and then handball received to Lockett and goal.
So Redan have showed a bit of dash against Sunbury to get back within 19.
They were 6 or 7 goals down, weren't they?
Indeed. Ball up. Gertz. All-important clearance. Tap was as good as a kick. Carey ran off half back and gathered cleanly. Kick to space to half forward. Foot race on. Terrell will bounce for most. Favoured North Ballarat at the end. Pressure was good from Parente, but not for the hair pass from McGuigan to Arts to Nixon. Now to Craig. Inside the boundary line. This kick needs to be good. It was weighted perfectly to Parente. How will he use it? He's gone to a one-on-one. Freeman got plenty of it. Couldn't bring it down. Hilton knocked off the footy. And they'll march it away. North Ballarat in the middle of the ground. The kick was terrific. Found Leonard. They got McGuigan on half forward if they want him. But they'll go wide to the pocket. Foot race on here. Griffiths, the only defender, needs some help. It was a clean gather. It was a tired kick. Shea needs to get it back to him. Touch of the fumbles. Griffiths went and did it all on his own. But did enough to square away a stoppage. Ball up, half forward, out of side for North Ballarat. 16-point ball game. It's just going to be a lack of finishing that's going to cost Bacchus Marsh if they're unable to get it done.
Yep.
North Ballarat just had a little bit more polish. Now Craig, and not for the first time, North Ballarat provide the outnumber through Shea, who got it to Penny. The kick was good. So the short kick from McGuigan to Carey, who just lopes away of his own accord. He got it to Lamb. He's looking for an overlap. He goes wide of the pocket. Couple of big guns here. Good spoil on the footy there by Lawler. Lockett needs to bend here. He did well. Pressure was good from Vesti. Not before release the ball by hand. Got it over there towards Jolly, who got it to Arts. Dangerous area here. Oh! Gather was clean from Granger Barras, but Griffiths was clumsy with the tackle and copped him high, and there'll be a shot on goal here. Just a game of collective moments that add up to a 4-goal separation.
Yeah. Bacchus Marsh go inside 50. Freeman on the lead, drops the mark. Comes back and there you go. Granger Barras gets a head-on tackle and goal.
Tick over 19 minutes gone.
Will be.
Final term here. Ballarat, North Ballarat, chance to kick their 10th of the afternoon. Shouldn't miss from here. He snuck it in, Denver Granger Barras. It's an important goal. Whilst the separation was comfortable, albeit 16. Just now a little bit more so.
Day, Todd.
So Denver Granger Barras, 4 on the back of his 3 last week, so he's going to be a handful all year in a forward role, you'd think.
Yep.
I think Jamie Quick's got 4 as well. Fridge, has he?
Quick's only got 3, Todd.
So 7 between the two. 7 of North Ballarat's 10. Don't forget, North Ballarat fans, will be covering your Sunday game following Anzac Day Saturday next week for your clash against East Point. Ball up. Tap one by Russell on that occasion. Good pressure there from McKercher. Dave and Goliath battle.
Hasn't stopped trying, McKercher.
No, does try it. 22-point lead of the visitors here. 20.5 minutes gone. Final term time ticking away for the Cobras. Tap one by Gertz. Knocked it goal side. Shea gathered. Speak of Wilbur for North Ballarat.
Stoppage.
Bit of ball security from the youngster. Squared away to stoppage in the end. So we get a ball up. Tap one by Gertz again. Ari kick out of the congestion from Carey, who's been good today. It was a territory gain, but in the new rules, it'll come back as quickly as it went forward. So they need to be direct here. They haven't got time on their side, Bacchus Marsh. So McKercher will go back with the 45 to Milburn. And he went into the middle of the ground and bounced off Locke's chest. He'll get a second opportunity here as Huxtable endeavoured to get it back to him. Turnover opportunity for North Ballarat. McGuigan got it to, it's down the ground. And Denver Granger Barras is going to take the resultant free kick.
Hit 5 here.
Lamb was dumped as he kicked. And a resultant free kick to Granger Barras, who, if he can slot this one, at a top off an excellent day. And they should enjoy this win, North Ballarat. So Clint Proctor 0-2 against Bacchus Marsh, and arguably went in against the Cobras as favourites in both of those games last year. And
they did.
They probably went in a few games as favourites and didn't come up with the goods. But looks like we've got a new North Ballarat now in his second year in charge. So Granger Barras from 45, left and always left. But a mark being taken by Quick. Much to the chagrin of, or disappointment of Finlay, he was unable to get the ball out of bounds. This is bread and butter for Quick. This will be his 4th goal. Across the body and onto the train tracks. Out of bounds on the full.
The train going to Ballarat got it. It's on the roof.
Well, these boys are catching a train up to Ballarat in about 20 minutes' time. It'll be all smiles. Not the fact that it's free public transport. So looks like they're going to walk away with a win here today as Nixon.
Oh, no.
Laconic style. Favourable bounce, though. Got it to McKercher. He's got some toes. So to Palmer, who leads the charge. It's a good chase. McKercher needs to be careful here. Left foot kick found Gates in the middle. It's a good finish from the Roadrunner. So Gates goes towards half forward. Last roll of the dice for the Cobras, you'd think. Pressure good. Umpire called play on. Shea was dispossessed. The speaker Wilbur for North Ballarat. Carey's been excellent. Nixon's trying hard as well today between the arcs with his run. We get a boundary thrown on half forward out of side for North Ballarat. 24 minutes gone. And Palmer's coming off with, I don't know whether it's cramp or leg soreness. But anyway, he's done for the day. And we're going to pull up. 22-point lead in North Ballarat. Time ticking away here. Time on. Degree of inevitability about this clash now as Leonard, hurried kick, cut off there by Vesti. It's been a good pick-up for the Cobras. Kick made it difficult for Nixon. Made the kick look better than what it was, and that kick was terrific. Found McKercher. Well, Nixon's kick got the approval of the train. Driver. McKercher told to play on. So he goes onto the left boot. Deep into attack. Players fly. Ground ball. Morris again. Just shoulders his way out of defence. Penetrating kick. Lockett. Took a nice grab. Mile away from goal. Just chip it over the top. And the kick was okay. They'll just share it around here. Bowman, like a number of the medium-sized North Ballarat players, have had good afternoons. So it'll be McGuigan, who goes with the right boot to half forward. Lamb, good use of the body. Outpointed Shea on that occasion. On true centre wing out of side. Not in a hurry to move it on. Just suck some seconds off the clock. They lead by 22, North Ballarat. Short kick was fine. Right foot kick goes along the line to half forward. Russell presents, kept his feet, got rewarded for that. Hand pass to Quinlan. Granger Barras could have been infringed with. Umpire called play on. Some good pressure from Quick to deny Vesti an exit. And we'll get a ball up 35 metres away from the North Ballarat goal. 26 minutes gone. McGuigan, a little shimmy, a little shake, and a shaky finish, one behind. 23-point lead to North Ballarat. 10-13, 73. They lead Bacchus Marsh 7-8-50. Dying minutes. Here goes Griffiths with another bomb into the middle of the ground. Yeah, how about that for a week from Lawler?
Yeah, really.
Well,
nearly got as high as those lights.
Yeah, well, he's electrocuted himself. He smashed his head on a light bulb
coming
at the
down.
top of the tower. But Curran will send the ball forward in the Granger Barras area, and he hasn't let him down. He's taken a nice, comfortable grab on the lead in front. Just out-pointing Milburn on that occasion. It's a big ask of Milburn to pop the match up on Granger Barras.
Yep.
As the siren sounds, Bacchus Marsh's 2-0 run for the season 2026 has come to an end, albeit the unbeaten run. They now 2-1, and North Ballarat squared the ledger with 1-1. So it'll be Granger Barras for goal number 6. And it'll be a fitting finish on a good day in front of the sticks for the big fella. Granger Barras, icing on the cake for North Ballarat.
Missed.
Well, it'll be sprinkles in the end. One behind. So a 4-goal win to North Ballarat, 10-14-74. Have down Bacchus Marsh 7-8-80. They led at every change and deserved every bit of the win. Fridge, you got the goal scorers.
For the home side, Freeman with 2 all singles. Owen, Griffiths, Locke, Hilton, Gertz. For the victors, North Ballarat, 4 to Denver Granger Barras, 3 to Jamie Quick, and singles to Shea, Quinlan, Lockett, and that is all.
East Point lead Darley by a point.
Oh, Todd.
Seconds remain. Redan trail Sunbury by 33. Sebastopol lead Ballarat by 11. And Melton lead Lake Windaree by the length of the Western Highway, 135 points. But honours here in front of us at Mattingley Park to the visiting North Ballarat. They've upset a home side. There's plenty of momentum heading in. Proctor gets his first win against the Cobras in 3 attempts.
Well, it was just a all-round 4-quarter performance by North Ballarat. They were challenged on 2 occasions in that second half, and they still were able to just weather the storm and come up trumps. And, very, very, very well coached side.
Just looking at some scores from around the grounds. I know it's only the early part of season 2026, but the season truly is going to be a survival of the fittest. I think we're going to see a few upsets this season, and there could be a couple happening as we speak, but we'll get some confirmation of those final scores, and they'll come up on the relative digital platforms in the coming minutes. But on behalf of Fridge and myself, from a very sunny and glorious day here in Bacchus Marsh, Mattingley Park, the home of the Cobras, but it hasn't been the finish that they wanted today. They've had their lowers coloured by an impressive North Ballarat who came to play. They were more efficient and essentially beat Bacchus Marsh at their own game. They were too good around the stoppage, and as we touched on in the final minutes of the game, had the two best forwards on the ground in Granger Barras and Quick, and was certainly more efficient in transition or with ball in hand, take your pick. But on behalf of the crew and Dan behind the vision, we bid you all a farewell from Mattingly Park. It's North Ballarat who have downed Bacchus Marsh by 24 points.